about to go green. Let's just wait for the lights to go. It's green, 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 and we are go.
Start from Wyeth and good start from Kleinhans as they head into the first corner. But Kleinhans showing his supremacy going into first corner, but he goes off track and through on the inside goes Wyeth. And there's a yellow flag at the back. There was a puff of smoke and Kleinhans has lost the rear of the car and he has dropped and he has plummeted down the order. And as we see all of these cars just bottleneck into the third corner on this first lap, I'm at a loss for words. He had controlled it so well, but Kleinhans had lost it into the third corner, trying to stay ahead of Moav, who was trying to challenge him. But we see here with Chris, the leader of the LMP2 field, and something has happened to Brandon Kruger.
Again, unfortunately. It looks like there was an incident in the beginning of the race with the LMP2s. Brandon Kruger, Darren Miller, and Sean Lorero all involved in that. Oh no! And he gets hit by a Ferrari. Oh, Johan Blugnout doing well in the BMW with Henry Meyer right behind him, chasing in the McLaren. This looks to be a heated battle here. There's a lot of traffic. There's a lot happening on the track at the moment with these guys. I think it's just going to be trying to hold on to the position for Johan Blugnout and then also trying to let the LMP2s through while he does that. But I can see Henry is putting on a lot of pressure here.
Yeah, very much so. I was going to comment on exactly that. Henry is making his presence known, but this is quite a scary position to be in. As you see, just a flock of LMP2s trying to make their way through, and he is trying to go on the inside. I don't know who that is, but he is really trying to lap this GT3 traffic.
Yeah.
He's getting quite desperate getting through, and this might open the door to Meyer, but the LMP2 goes down the inside. These guys are very eager, and if they're not cautious, they will cause a big accident.
In third place, we got Jan at the moment. He's trying to catch up to Isham. He's definitely going to, and he's already made up almost 2 seconds in the time that he lost. He was almost 5 seconds down, and now he's only 2 seconds behind Muath, which is very nice.
Yeah, the yellow submarine is making way. He has already cleared Peterson, the Aston Martin Valkyrie. But here, this will be a fight to watch. Isham, a very, very persistent defender. He will make his presence known and he will not budge 1 inch. But can he hold back Kleinhans, who has been wicked fast, and now they are approaching traffic, as you can see here with the GT3. But a lot of these guys are people who just came out of the pits or have just been involved in that massive T1 accident. Muath's lead depends on how much Isham can hold back Kleinhans.
Yes, absolutely.
He is following him into T1.
He's definitely going to take him into turn 1 now. Yeah, let's see how this goes.
Oh, he's showing his nose, but he thinks twice. It is a very fast corner, but I think he's going to build up for the exit. Isham goes off track, down the inside. They have had contact. They have spun out, going into T3. And this has just gotten worse for Kleinhans. There was just very little space for both of them on this track, but they rejoined, and rejoined more importantly in front of Bullion and Peterson. And this has just been thrown on its head. Will this affect Kleinhans' charge to Muath? Will this affect the outcome of the race? So they are going to have to watch their mirrors now, because a huge fight is about to ensue. But David goes down the inside, throws it past Gabriel, and manages to make it stick, moving him up to 10th.
What a move! What a move! He took it and stuck it, and that was an amazing move by him. Wow, I didn't see that coming. Yeah, something must be wrong there. So let's hope he can survive till the end of the race, or maybe get that repaired. Oh, there's a Hypercar trying to come through.
Kleinhans is trying to muscle his way through. He is furious and he is upset that Muath has gotten such a massive lead. He does not want to hold back. He will see any gap and go through it, but he needs to be cautious, because now the entire grid has bunched up, and it's going to be down to how well can you get through this traffic. But to manage the ties, to manage the pace, as we see Paul Fenter, did he make a move on who is it
I think Johan let him through, for some reason.
For
Yeah.
eight, yeah.
Yeah. I
Okay.
just saw the move being made and I jumped to them, but I think it's a teammate thing here. They're helping each other out. But here we got VT Botha on Grand Leclerc. He is looking to overtake that Aston in his Ford. I think he's really gotten to grips with this Ford now. I actually had a little bit of a chat with him 2 weeks ago when I saw that he was racing, because I used to race with him quite a bit. Oh, is he letting the LMP? Is that a Hypercar or LMP2? That's an LMP2.
That's LMP2. He ran very deep. Ooh, when he squeezes him on the outside. This has intense.
Yeah. So he was saying he's still trying to get used to LMU and the Ford, and really still trying to, learn the game from scratch, basically. Closest fight currently is between Darren Miller in 9th place and Johan de Erasmus in 8th.
This is quite close now. Oh, he's going around the outside. Can he stick it around the outside on the last corner? He manages to get ahead, and he takes that in such a wonderful move. As we know, on that corner, it's off camber, offline, you're going to have no grip. And did something happen to Moath?
Yeah, something happened to Moath. Something happened to Moath,
lost. Oh, that hands the lead back to Kleinans, and something has gone disastrously wrong for Moath. And we need to figure out what happened without him. And Bullion versus Isham is here. It's still raging on, and Isham has to carry the Project Vapor name at the moment. Fighting for second all by himself. He's in a very good position, but this fighting might actually destroy their chances to get anywhere near Kleinans. But it has been heartbreaking for Moath, and he just has to watch from the sidelines here.
Yeah, I wonder if it wasn't a tire thing, because we're heading into the pit window soon. And maybe there's a tire issue. With Bullion now gonna probably make a move on Isham. Let's see if he does it.
Momentary yellow flag, but these two do not care. They keep going. Oh, there's a big squiggle for Isham as he runs onto the curb, running wide from T1, but he still manages to stay ahead in that wonderful livery car. It seems like all of the Toyota drivers are just wanting to rep that, because it's just a stunning throwback.
Yeah, absolutely.
To the T1 Toyota. Yeah, and I think that gap between Kleinans and Domingo has shrunk by 2 seconds or 7 seconds last time. So this traffic is definitely throwing a wrench into the works. And we're seeing a yellow flag once again. We don't know what's happening, but this battle for first in the GT3 class has been raging on. It has just stayed consistent like this. But if we see down the order, there is also a battle between Sierraman and Van Zyl for fourth. And yeah, that's been quite interesting. Van Zyl has been having a quiet charge, very much a Jordan Russell sort of drive, where he keeps his nose clean and he rakes in the results. But for fourth place in LMP2, we are starting to see the pits with Vandenberg, and we are going to see if the whole grid starts to follow.
Yes, there's a few guys coming in now. VT Botha, Aiden Russell is coming in. This is going to be interesting. So we got pits, first pits. This is the pit window for everyone now. Their tires are gone. They're probably running out of fuel. I don't know what went first.
Yeah, and I think the gap between Meyer and Blichnoot has gotten ever so closer. It's now half a second, as that's Russell coming out of the pits. He has just done his pit stop, but this has gotten quite intense. Greening is also in the pits for the LMP2 class.
No!
And there is a big calamity! Once again, there has been issues in the pits, but he gets out of the way. Who is that? I think that might be Alan Patterson in the purple dragon. What has happened? I think that might have been a rear lock going into the pits, trying to slam on the brakes, but there was just too much torque on that rear axle, and that just made him go
He was
down.
so far ahead of the next person, Chris Heineke, that he span in the pits and was still able to then get in ahead of him. Oh, another collision!
The calamities! That is Chris Stoltz that was coming out of his pits, and that was one of the Toyotas. I don't know who that is. I think that was Isham. I think they went off scot-free. That was quite scary moment for those two. That could have ended like last time at Bahrain. Massive shake-up, and we'll see it towards the end specifically. But here we see leader of the Hypercar class, Kleinans, into the pits, handing the lead to Bullion, Niall Bullion. And yeah, the bullion, the both bullions are still going out. They are insisting on extending their stint. We'll have to see if the overcut or the undercut works. But yeah, this has been quite
fantastic so far.
a kerfuffle.
I think the overcut is what they're trying here, and I don't know if it's going to work in the sense, but let's see. I mean, they're going that extra lap. Hopefully, maybe they're in comms together and they decided, okay, this is the strategy. We're just gonna go as long as we think we can, and then hopefully push on the new tires a little bit harder with that overcut.
Yeah, the bullions have decided to pit in now, and this is where we will
This is a very late pit stop.
Comes up. Yeah, so I don't think they'll be changing tires unless I'm wrong. I think I just saw a tire change right in front of my eyes, but I'm not really. I am not really certain.
I wish we could see that. Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah.
But Isham, can I just take notice of Isham has managed to cut down that gap to 2 seconds to Kleinans. So maybe Kleinans was either held up or he had a longer pit stop than Isham. So we'll have to see how that turns out. But here, Kleinans goes into the lead and Isham takes back second place. But we're gonna have to see if both bullions come out now. We're gonna have to just wait and see. But the battle between Blicknote and Meyer is still ongoing even after the pits.
These guys are fighting it out.
1 second gap. Yeah, it's been quite intense.
Yeah, Henry Meyer has been doing some really good lap times, basically matching Johan Blicknote. Their best times are 146.405 and 146.462. So only 5 100ths between them in their lap times, which is quite amazing. So this is going to be quite a tight battle. Yeah, going up the hill now, it looks like with these new tires, it's definitely going to be opportunities. Henry we know this guy is fast. He's got that pace. He's a veteran when it comes to sim racing. So we know he's gonna put a lot of pressure on Johan.
Yeah, and I think it's going to come down to who is going to make the mistake and where does the upcoming classes overtake them. Oh, Kleinans makes a big lunge down the inside of Blicknote, and that might actually help Henry May a little bit. But no, there was no massive incident that took them both out of the race. But that was a very late send from Kleinans.
It looks like there was a bit of a lockup also. He might have affected his new tires. Not great. And that gap between him and Isham has actually increased by 2 seconds now. So it looks like he is actually pushing, or Isham is struggling with traffic, which is something that everyone needs to manage. It's going to be a real struggle. Yeah, maybe he was just short on fuel. Maybe he miscalculated with 5 minutes left in the race.
But he's going to come out in fourth, so it's not been too bad of an outing for him. But something has happened to Meyer, where the gap is now 1.8 between the two. Isham has fallen to the other bullion and has now been bumped down. Oh, he's coming into the pits once again. When I went to go check up, he was complaining about the tires. He was getting really, really frustrated. So that strat has not gone well for him. This is
so he's changing tires now.
He might be pitting for tires. He just can't hold on long enough, and that's put Peterson into fourth as well. And that's
this Hypercar category is crazy. I don't think now Bullion would have thought that he was going to be second, considering where he started, which was second last. So
no. Kleinans has just been there to pick up the pieces wherever everyone else has went off, but this is Chris Stoltz trying to lap some LMP2 traffic, and that got quite nasty.
That? Yeah, I'm trying to see who
that was. Very nasty. From start to finish, this has been the man to beat. He has established himself as a championship fighter. I think that has been him. I think he's just crossed the line in first place. This has been another dominant show for the Yellow Submarine as Bullion is coming close. But here, it has been number one for Delta Negative, as it's been a number one in Hypercar class. It's been number one in LMP2 as Stoltz dominates from start to finish. And he has just been flawless. And here we have this man with nerves of steel. It has been a complete beautiful drive from Johan Blicknote as he has managed to dunk on Meyer, as he manages to take the top step of the podium as Meyer finishes in second He has tried everything. He has tried everything to make sure that Blichnote cracks, but he just couldn't. Blichnote had nerves of steel, and he just took the win and just solidified his championship favorite status.